E quando está numerosa autoridade, você diminui?
Por que eu diminuo? Eu sou a mesma pessoa na frente de qualquer pessoa. Eu sou.
Não é.
Sempre fui educado, tá? Sempre fui educado, a senhora está querendo criar uma situação.
These people are on opposite sides of a land war. And this is Fernanda Wenzel, one of our investigative reporters at Mongabay. In November 2024, she traveled to one of the most dangerous spots in the Brazilian Amazon to see firsthand what's fueling this conflict.
On one side of the scene, we have landless workers who are fighting for a piece of land in the Brazilian Amazon. And on the other side, we have security guards hired by land grabbers who have illegally occupied this piece of land and who are actually sitting miles away from the scene.
É uma região em que o controle da terra é feito pela violência, certo? Quem fica com esse pedaço não é quem tem a matrícula registrada no cartório de imóveis, é aquele mais forte que consegue expulsar o mais fraco.
Land conflicts in Brazil are one of the main drivers of deforestation and claim many lives every year. In 2024, the number of conflicts hit a decade-long high of more than 1,700. Most of those cases occurred in the Amazon. But why is this happening? Fernanda went into the eye of the storm to meet a group of landless people who were camping in an area that should be a land reform settlement, which means that it has been already reserved for other landless people. However, instead of a settlement, Fernanda found something similar to a ranch.
This area is a land reform settlement called Terra Nossa, or in English, Our Land. It's a very large area, the size of the municipality of São Paulo, and it was created by the Land Reform Agency in 2006. The problem is that this settlement, it was never fully implemented. The plan was to distribute this land to 1,000 families, but they could only distribute the land to 300 families. The rest of the families, they never received the land because it was already taken by the land grabbers.
Minha mãe falou, olha, vai sair um assentamento. Não sabia onde que era a área, né? Você não quer se inscrever? Ela falou assim, a gente não sabe quanto que vai ser a quantidade de terra. Eu falei, não, eu quero. Não importa a quantidade de terra. Meu sonho sempre foi ter uma terra, né? Porque a gente nunca imaginou que ia fechar ali.
So the landless people got there, full of hope. They put their tents up. And then what happened?
A few days later, this group of security guards arrive in large black trucks. They are with guns.
The land grabbers hired security guards to prevent more people from joining the group.
So there was a gate. The guards, they put kind of a checkpoint and they were there with their guns. So nobody could cross this checkpoint.
A gente não tem comunicação, é só assim, pela seca. Se passa lá, o pau pega.
Foi muito tenso esse dia. Teve gente que saiu daqui só para ir buscar alimentação na cidade e não entrou de volta, porque eles não deixaram.
Those who didn't manage to stay in became the link between the group and the outside world, getting food, water and medicine for the ones under siege.
Two ranchers were paying the security guards. One of them is Bruno Heller. He was targeted by a big federal police raid a few years ago. And the other man, it's a man who actually lives in Paraguay. His name is Ari Friedler. And he's the one who claimed to own the land exactly in the area the camp was. The only one who was there representing these ranchers was Friedler's brother, who briefly talked with us.
Aqui não vai ter conflito, tu pode ter certeza disso. Só-se do lado deles. Nós oramos, lemos a Bíblia todo dia aqui. Eu não tenho medo. E aqui só saio se solucionar. Isso tu pode ter certeza.
This is Mauricio Torres, a land conflict expert, who was also in the area to observe what was going on.
Faça uma representação, relate o que está acontecendo, exatamente o que está acontecendo, e faça uma representação para os órgãos que têm a obrigação de zelar pela lei.
Brazil is a huge country with a lot of empty land. So why is access to it such a big issue? The problem behind land disputes is that very few people own very large pieces of land, the size of municipalities even. And a lot of people live in small properties or don't have any land at all. And that's particularly true in the Amazon.
Of course, we have those people who have been in the Amazon for many decades and who legally own their piece of land, but we also have many cases of ranchers who illegally occupy public lands and they forge fake documents to pretend they are the actual owners of these areas. That's what we call land grabbing. And unfortunately, that's very common in Brazil. Sometimes it's just about land speculation. So they deforest the area, and once they do that, the price of the land skyrockets. And other times they raise cattle or they grow soy.
The issue with this is that small peasants, those farming for subsistence, are pushed into the Amazon forest. They either sell their land to large ranchers or are expelled by them.
And once they go further into the forest, of course they have to open new areas. So that's a kind of endless cycle that has been happening in the Brazilian Amazon for many, many years, which has been pushing deforestation further and further.
For decades, the Brazilian government has been trying to reduce this inequality by distributing federal lands to landless people in the so-called land reform settlements. In 2024, the current administration announced an ambitious plan to settle around 74,000 families by 2026. But the plan is not going so well. The government lacks the power to overcome opposition from the agribusiness lobby in Congress.
In the last 3 decades, we had kind of paralysis in the land reform policy in Brazil. So landless people, they are taking the matters in their own hands, and that's why we saw a surge in land occupations in the last 2 years.
There are now over 145,000 families in camps waiting for a plot of land, an 81% increase compared to 2022. Many of them are in the Amazon. And that is, of course, fueling more conflicts in the region, like the one Fernanda witnessed. The Terra Nossa settlement could have been a successful case of actual land distribution in the Amazon. But while there, Fernanda found that the settlers who were originally promised the land are living under constant threats.
The most emblematic case is the case of a woman called Maria Márcia. She has survived many murder attempts at this point. She always has to be very careful about her routine, walking the road inside the settlement, for example, because she can be ambushed by the rancher's gunman.
Aí eu entrei ali e me embrenhei na mata. Quase me pega, foi por pouco. A minha sorte foi essa mata que eu corri e me escondi. Mas naquele dia eu pensei que eu ia morrer.
E se apareceu?
Dele? Nós vamos ter que correr, eu não vou esperar não.
Tem uma situação de pobreza muito acelerada. Famílias pegando financiamento, fazendo uma plantação aqui, e antes de pagar a primeira parcela do financiamento com a primeira safra, o grileiro vem, toca fogo e passa a cerca, se apropriando da terra deles. De mais de 20 anos de pesquisa, poucas vezes eu encontrei um grupo tão violentado, tão aterrorizado, tão sitiado quanto os assentados aqui do Terra Nossa.
There are already court orders demanding that the land grabbers leave the area, but that's easier said than done. Usually, they hire expensive lawyers to challenge those orders and react with violence when law enforcers come to carry out them. Back at the landless people's camp, Brazilian authorities finally turned up. It had already been 3 weeks since the siege started. One of them was Antônio da Silva, a government official who specializes in resolving land disputes like this. With years of experience, he understood just how quickly things could spiral out of control.
E a gente tem toda uma preocupação porque essa região a gente sabe que é uma região bem tensa, né? Uma região que o pessoal não gosta muito de brincar aqui não.
Many families who weren't at the land reform movement at the beginning, they start arriving to the camp because they knew that these agents, they were coming, and they had the hope of getting a piece of land too. So that scene of all those people arriving with their cars or motorcycles or even by foot at that place, it was very emblematic of how much demand for land we have in this part of the Amazon and about the absence of the government there.
And what happened to the landless people who were occupying that plot? Did they finally get the land?
Unfortunately, they didn't get the land. This land inside Terra Nossa settlement, it's already promised to be distributed to these 700 families that are waiting since 2006.
A reivindicação deles é legítima, mas eles precisam entrar nessa fila.
E eles aqui vão entrar já numa segunda preferência.
É um pouco frustrante isso, que tu traz uma notícia que no fundo não é tão boa.
Não é tão simples como eles imaginavam, né? É meio frustrante para eles também, né? Mas é a realidade.
But probably part of the group will have to be settled in other land reform settlements that may be created or not.
Eu acredito que daqui hoje, gente, vai sair uma solução para esse acampamento, para esse projeto de assentamento. Só tenho a agradecer a você. Muito obrigado.
Do you believe that landless people will manage to get a fairer distribution of land in Brazil?
It's hard to say, but I don't think that's a good moment in Brazil for the landless movement. The current administration of President Lula said that it has already settled around 12,000 families, but the grassroots movements, they say these numbers are not real, that they are inflated. And given the strength of the agribusiness lobby in the Brazilian Congress and all this far-right political movement that we see in Brazil, I don't think we will have many advances at this point.
How this land war will play out is still uncertain. But Fernanda will keep reporting on this issue to show how it is intrinsically connected to the deforestation of the Amazon. If you want to learn more about what's happening in the region, you can follow Fernanda's coverage at mongabay.com.